What is up, everybody? It is podcast number 2. Does this look weird? I'm sitting crisscross on my bed. Maybe I should find a different way to sit. First of all, Happy New Year to everybody. It's the first episode of the podcast in the new year. First post on this channel of the new year. So Happy New Year to everybody. Happy holidays. Hopefully everybody had a good Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you're celebrating. Mine was decent. It wasn't great. As you guys can tell, I'm kind of sick, so that sucks. But I went home to Illinois to see my family, so bear with me. I know I sound like a little bit like a pubescent 12-year-old right now, but just bear with me. I'm trying to get this done. Literally no part of me wants to film this right now because obviously I sound like this, I don't feel good. And I've been basically taking medicine around the clock for the past week. So I couldn't miss my second upload of the podcast. Like, how unfortunate would that have been if I just missed my second upload? That would be terrible. I gotta set the tone. I'm not missing an episode. We're doing every Friday. I'm dropping at 5 p.m. Pacific time, so 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, I'm basically just gonna be going off rip with this podcast because I didn't really have time to plan because my brain was not functioning because I was having a pounding headache. I swear I had like the flu or something. I didn't test for anything, but it wasn't COVID, I don't think, because it felt a little different than COVID. I know everything like mutates, but it didn't feel like COVID. I've had COVID a few times and my stomach was like giving me troubles this time, so I feel like it was probably the stomach flu or something. I was like sitting on my bathroom floor for like 2 days straight. Well, not like during the day, but at night, I don't know. I just like couldn't eat and I felt really like sick to my stomach and it just like wasn't good. Been like coughing up mucus. I've been taking medicine for that, as I said, so hopefully it gets better in the next little bit. But yeah, my voice is probably going to be gone by the end of this, like totally. The last podcast did really surprisingly pretty good. It got like a couple hundred views, which is sick. I wasn't really expecting that, to be honest. I was expecting it to get like lower views than normal just because it's like something I haven't done before. But I got a lot of positive feedback on that and a lot of people liked it, so that's good. I like doing it. It was fun and easy to make. It was kind of a struggle to edit for me just because I have like a little bit of an older laptop and the storage, I don't know if anybody else is dealing with this, but my storage on my laptop, I have like nothing taking up storage, but half of my storage is being taken up by like system data, and then the rest is just like documents from my videos. I have to edit like a fourth of the video and then download it and then delete all the footage so I don't have all the gigabytes from that footage and then like repeat the rest of the 3 times to finish the video. It's like so annoying, but we're getting it done, whatever I gotta do, whatever it takes, you know what I'm saying? I just got back to California yesterday. I flew with my cat back home and it went alright. It wasn't like terrible. My cat threw up twice, which is better than last time. He threw up twice and then he shit on the bathroom floor of the plane last time. So that was not good. This time he didn't do that, so it was okay. Obviously the puking wasn't ideal. I felt bad for him. We gave him gabapentin, I think it's called, which is like anxiety medicine. It basically knocked him out the whole flight besides when we were taking off and descending. My lung capacity right now is like negative. I can't even like speak a full sentence without being out of breath. So this is gonna be a struggle to film this, but we're gonna get it done. My Christmas was good. I thought that video was really funny. If you guys haven't checked it out, go watch that video. In the middle of that video is when I started getting sick, so you guys can like see where I'm coming from right now. I don't know what happened. Like, I was going to sleep and my head just started pounding. I was super drowsy and my sinuses were burning. It was like kind of the feeling whenever you're just about to get sick and you kind of feel it coming. Like, you're like, damn, I'm basically fucked right now. Like, I'm about to get sick. Woke up the next day, I had like a sore throat, I had a cough. I didn't even really like have the energy to want to go downstairs and open presents with my family. Like, it was that bad. I just wanted to stay in bed, but obviously I'm not going to stay in bed on Christmas. Like, I'm going to go spend it with my family. But one thing that did suck is I kind of had to miss my grandma's Christmas that I go to every single year. Didn't get to see them when I came home, but thankfully I got to see like my dad's side of my cousins, which was pretty cool. I got to see them like before I was sick. So it's not like I missed out on like all my family, but I did miss my grandma's side, which, you know, that obviously sucks. I wanted to see them. And I thought I was feeling better on the 28th and 29th. I left on the 30th. So yeah, I was feeling decent like on the 28th and 29th when I woke up, which is kind of weird because I feel like whenever you're sick, you feel worse in the morning and then you get progressively better throughout the day. For me, it was like the opposite. I was waking up and feeling great, and then throughout the day I would just feel progressively worse, and at night I was just like in my bed basically like this, not being able to sleep. I slept probably like 8 hours total in like 3 days. Not ideal. And if you know me and you watch the videos, I talk about this a little bit. Sleep is like something I need. I'm not the type of person who can get like 4 hours of sleep and function. Like, I can't. I wish I could, but I just feel like a zombie in my brain like doesn't work when I don't get sleep. I don't know how these like multi-billionaires sleep like 4 hours. It's crazy. I also haven't gone to the gym, which normally if I just have like a little fever, I'll try and go to the gym because it kind of makes you feel better. Like, I've tweeted about this before. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't. I post daily on Twitter. It's in the description. I pretty much go to the gym like every single day, even if I don't feel great, because moving your body and like getting your blood flow going a little bit, I swear it makes you feel better. But I was like so ill to the point where I couldn't even do that. So I haven't gone to the gym in like, I don't know, like 2.5 weeks, which that's a lot for me. Like I've missed more days in the gym the past 3 weeks than I did all of 2024. Like I'm not even kidding. Which if you're seeing this is your sign to not skip gym days, okay? Especially legs. Don't skip legs. Don't be that guy that's like super broad up here and then you have like super skinny legs. I remember that's kind of like how I was. Not really like how I was, because I was never like huge up here. Whenever I was younger, I was like low-key kind of skinny. But I remember my legs were like my biggest insecurity growing up, because whenever I started gaining a little bit of muscle, I was playing baseball, so like my shoulders were like pretty big from just throwing the ball around, but my legs just weren't getting any muscle in them, so I just felt like super skinny in my legs. I didn't hit upper body for literally a year. I'm not even kidding. Or maybe it wasn't a year, maybe it was like 8 months, because I was getting all of my like upper body work in baseball, like throwing baseballs around. You know, maybe at the gym I'd do a set of 3 with curls or something like that. I don't know, but I would never have like a devoted upper body or like arm day or anything when I had skinny legs. I would literally just hit legs every single time I went to the gym, but I wasn't going like every day, because obviously hitting legs every single day isn't going to grow your legs the fastest. That's not optimal. Anyway, I got way off track. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I haven't gone to the gym because I was sick. That's how sick I am. I don't want to go to the gym. I'm going to try and go today. Just super light weights and super quick workout, like probably 2 sets of each for my muscles, like all my muscles. Just kind of get back in the swing of things, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was my Christmas. Kind of not great, but I still got to see my family, still got to go home, and nothing went insanely wrong besides that. So it was a good time. I got to see my hometown buddies one time. I know, kind of sucks, but at least I got to see them. I don't really see them that much at all anymore, which kind of sucks. Kind of the part that sucks about moving away and growing up. I don't see my hometown buddies nearly as much as I'd like to see them, and I got to see them this past week or whatever. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm gonna go over some goals I have for this year, because I feel like setting New Year's resolutions is a great thing to do. Don't get it twisted though. I don't think that waiting until New Year's is the good thing to do with your goals. I think you should like, you know, start your goals before New Year's. Don't just wait till January 1st to start your goals. Like get ahead of it and just start it beforehand. But because tomorrow's New Year's, I made some goals for myself and I wrote some down in my notes, so I'm gonna go over those. Goal number 1, I've had this goal for quite a while now, probably for, I don't even know, like 5 years, but I feel like I can finally get it done this year, because I found a way to get tens of thousands of views on shorts and gain, you know, like 50 subs a short. Hopefully I can start doing more than that. But right now, at the time of filming this, we're at, I think, 9,160 subscribers or something around that. And I want to grow the channel to 10,000 subs, which I feel like that's totally doable. I feel like we could do more than that, but I don't want to set a goal for myself that's like way too out of my range. I did that in the past, which it's not a bad thing to do, because a lot of people say if you shoot high, then you're still going to get way more done than you would if you shot too low for yourself and then you just like capped out when you could have done more. But I feel like when you set a goal too high, it's a little like demotivating for yourself, because feeling like you accomplished stuff feels good, and that's motivating as well, you know? So that's a goal for myself, 10,000 subscribers in 2025. It's gonna happen. And something that has to happen for this to come true is my next goal, which is I'm gonna try and post at least 1 time a week on YouTube. Right now I'm posting like 3 times a week, which is like 1 podcast, 1 vlog, 1 short. And that's honestly a lot for me right now, because I'm, you know, working. I'm not monetized on YouTube right now, which kind of is unfortunate, but I'm working a job like outside of this as well. But honestly, I feel like if I keep compounding my videos on top of each other and just like keep getting better and better and better at them and just don't miss an upload, then I don't think there's anything that can stop me from hitting 10,000 subscribers this year, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like in years past, when I've set this goal, I haven't really had like a game plan and structure. I've just had like, yeah, I'm gonna post a bunch of times this year and hopefully 1 video pops and I can get a bunch of subs from it. Now I feel like I have, you know, kind of found a way to get subscribers from YouTube Shorts, and I've been working on my thumbnails and titles and stuff like that, and it's kind of been paying off. Like I've seen the videos do better if I've had a better thumbnail and title. So yeah, I'm gonna basically take advantage of that and get to 10,000 subs this year. So next goal, I want to grow my net worth. I'm 20 years old right now. Obviously my net worth isn't insane. I feel like it is like above people for my age, which is cool, but I'm not satisfied with it at all. Like I want it to be definitely way more than it is right now. I'm gonna be totally relatable and just kind of like share things with you guys. I'm not going to share like how much money I have, obviously, because, you know, that doesn't really matter. I feel like what matters is just like being transparent. But I'm 20 years old right now. I'm not comfortable really per se with the amount of money I have. Like I want to have more money. It would make me a little more comfortable in my day to day, which is a reason why I'm working so hard right now. Like I've been door dashing on the side. I've been doing my job. I've been posting 3 times a week on YouTube. It's all just kind of, to be a little more comfortable. And also like I like doing it, but you have to make money in life, and I want to be more comfortable in 2025, like with my net worth. End goal is obviously not to be comfortable. Like end goal is to be more than comfortable, but being 20 years old, turning 21 this year, I know a lot of people are going to relate to me on this. Like being in your early 20s is like seriously probably some of the more stressful years of growing up, because you're moving out of your house, everything's new, you get your own like job that pays for stuff, you start getting more bills, so you can't just rely on your Christmas money to cover what you want to get for yourself throughout the year, you know what I'm saying? So I'm honestly willing to do whatever I can do right now to make more money for myself, which I don't know, either getting a new job, which that's kind of what I've been looking for recently, something that's just a little more paying. My job right now doesn't pay great. I had a job beforehand at a bar that was paying pretty good, but the job I have right now is not really getting the job done per se. So I'm in the hunt right now for a job that's paying me more money that I can feel comfortable in. Obviously, like not a lot of people go to work and feel like excited to go to work, like, oh yes, I'm excited to go to work and make my money today. Like a lot of people aren't like that. A lot of people don't like their jobs. That's not my goal. My goal isn't to find a job for the rest of my life right now. It's just to find a job that I get more money from. I also want to be happy from it though, and that's something that sucks about my job right now, is like I'm super happy with my job. I love my job, honestly. Like it's pretty fun. It's like super chill. It's with people that are like me, and I would say I'm way more happy at my job right now than I was at my previous job, but the pay is like significantly less. So it's just like kind of a hard situation, like what's better? I'm just trying to work. I'm trying to work right now. Like I don't really have any other focus, but I'm trying to work. I'm trying to make money, that being from a job, and also potentially like creating something. Like creating something is a great thing, because whatever you create can be totally unique to yourself, and having something that's so unique is, I feel like, what makes things original and stand out, because nobody likes knockoffs of things. To be the very best that you can be, you have to be your own thing. I feel like I feel like I'm not explaining this good. Oh my gosh. To really like maximize being the very best at something, or like whatever you want to create, whether that's videos on YouTube, whether that's like a product, whether that's whatever it is, I feel like it's got to be totally unique to yourself, and you have to be confident in it. And yeah, basically, like, I don't know, an example of this, I could copy Mr. Beast's videos word for word if I had the budget. I could say the exact same things as him. I could get the same damn haircut as Mr. Beast, and I could make the same production level, like if I had the money, obviously, you know what I'm saying? But my videos would still not get more views than Mr. Beast, because Mr. Beast is Mr. Beast and he created it and he's at the very top level. You could be the very, very best at something, but be copying somebody and still not be at the very top because you're not unique. So I want to be unique and create something that's just like so good that people just like have to pay attention to it. You know what I'm saying? That'd be pretty cool. I'm also interested in possibly like learning a skill, whether that's like freelancing and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, possibilities right now are honestly endless. Like I could just choose something right now and go all into it. I just kind of am struggling to choose what I want to do. So that's like another goal that I have for myself in this upcoming year in 2025, is like find something that I can put my head down to and just start like grinding at it. Last year I did that with a clothing brand. I started that in 2023 technically, but it was like in November of 2023, and I didn't really actually like go all in on it until 2024. I learned so much from that, and I was profitable from it, thankfully. I mean, I wasn't like significantly profitable from it, but I was profitable from it in money terms, but also in learning terms. Like I learned so much from that. Am I sitting weird again? Like, is this weird? I don't know. I just want to keep like, doing stuff. Like I don't want to be sitting around doing nothing. I want to keep learning how to, create something that can financially benefit me and create value for some other people. So trying to figure out what that is. That's a goal for myself in 2025. Next goal, probably like the most basic, generic goal ever. Keep focusing on myself and my future, because a lot of the times I feel like people will get focused on what are other people going to think of me, when why does that even matter? Like I still struggle with that. Like I'm saying this for myself too. Like I need to stop caring what people think. That's something that honestly still is one of my struggles to this day. Like I think way too much about what other people are thinking of me. It genuinely like does not matter. And the thing is like I notice it whenever I do. Like I'm like, why am I even caring right now? Like what they think of me. But it's still like, damn, I don't want to embarrass myself or whatever. But why is it embarrassing trying something? Like, there's nothing embarrassing about trying something. Kind of like with my clothing brand. Like, I went all in. I was posting about it everywhere. I put like thousands of dollars into it, and I didn't necessarily like get what I wanted out of it. Like, it wasn't like an insanely successful thing. Pretty much everybody knew about it. Like, everywhere I would go, my friends and their friends would ask me like, how's it going? Like, how's your business going? And it sucks being honest with them and saying, you know, it's not going great right now. Like, it's a struggle right now. I'm still building it, but you know, that's a part of the journey. Like, if you just walked into a building and somebody was like, how's your business going that you started 2 months ago, and you were like, oh, it's great, like it's insanely successful, like that's out of the ordinary. It's more in the ordinary. Is that a word? I don't know if that's a correct thing to say. In the ordinary? Probably not. Basically what I'm trying to say is failing, and then something clicks and it's just like steady progressing after that is so much more common than starting something, failing once, and then just taking off. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's honestly how everything starts whenever you start something new. You start, it's going good, it's fun, it's interesting, it's interesting to learn about, it's going like this, like barely up, and then it kind of plateaus a little bit, and it goes like that for a while, and then maybe it goes down like this for a while, and then it plateaus again, then maybe it goes a little bit up again, then plateaus again. And then I feel like it just goes like that for a really long time, and then something clicks, and it's just like, boom, like up. With my work ethic that I have, I honestly feel like I can create something or start something where I put my head down and work and go through that peak right here where it's just like steady, you know, trying things, and something snaps and it just goes up. I don't know. Am I explaining this bad? Hopefully I'm not. Like, I'm genuinely so ready to take risks, so ready to take time to learn stuff. It's going to happen. So subscribe now to see the documentation of all that. Another goal that I want to have for myself, I don't remember what goal this is. I didn't write the number down. I just have like a big list in my notes right now. But another goal that I have for myself is I want to have more trust in other people. I feel like that's something I also struggle with. I don't really trust people that well. Whether that's with little things or, you know, just like things that I say to people. Like, I feel like if I say something to somebody, then the whole damn world's gonna know somehow. I want to give more trust to people, because another thing that I feel like would benefit me a lot is being trusted, which I feel like I am trusted, but I can't remember the term. I just read this in like a book, but basically everything has common interest. Like, if you want to be trusted, you have to give trust. If you want to be loved, you have to love. If you want to make money, you, for the most part, have to invest money. Like, you have to give to get in pretty much everything in life, I feel like. So I want to trust people more. I want to have more trust in people. I want to make more connections, like strong connections with people, which I feel like I did a lot better in 2024. Like, I was very more relatable to people, I feel like, and I was getting more vulnerable with people. And as you guys have probably seen that on the channel, like, I've been more vulnerable on the channel. I feel like previously, like, I've only shown the good stuff, but now I'm kind of like talking about everything because it's relatable. Like, a lot of people are in their 20s and struggling. So why are we hiding it, you know? Like, might as well talk about it. So yeah, have trust in more people. 2024, I'm gonna have trust in more, or 2025, damn. Have more trust in other people, you know, express my emotions to other people without getting scared that it's gonna go to everybody else. Last goal I have for myself, I very quickly like made this list on the plane on the way here. I just, you know, made it very quickly because, as I said, I didn't have the brain power because my head was killing me. I want to keep diving into self-improvement, and something that's helped me over 2024, like the last couple months of the year in 2024, was reading books. And I was so against it whenever I was growing up in high school. Like, I never read books in high school, or like prior to that in general. I just hated reading. And I think it was because I didn't find like a good book, which everybody says that. They're like, you hate reading until you find the book for you, which I was always like, cap. Stop. I hate reading. I'm not giving it a chance. Like, you got me fucked up. And then my dad recommended a book for me, and it was pretty fire. And then one of my old friends from high school gave me a book for my graduation present, and it was also really good. And I was like, damn, I'm gonna start diving into this. I kind of have like a little collection of some books that I read at the end of the year back there, but I want to keep diving into books. I want to read 24 books in 2025, about one every 2 weeks. I feel like that's enough time to like really get into detail about it, where you're not just like skimming through and not actually thinking about what you're reading, because that was something I struggled with also, is like just reading pages and not thinking about the meaning of each word. Now, if I don't understand something when I'm reading it, like a term or something like that, I'll either look it up or I'll like read the sentence over until I do understand it. But diving into books is like genuinely something that has been helping me, like mentally, and learning about business stuff in general, and like how to make money and how to grow friends, and just in general. It helps everything, because I feel like even if you're not into business, reading books is great, because business laws, I guess you could say, help with everything. They help with relationships, they help with self self-discipline. They help with keeping high standards for yourself. I don't know, like I just feel like they are very, very important for yourself. So I'm gonna keep diving into books the whole year, and I'll share them all on my Twitter. If I really like a book, I'll post it on my Twitter. Link in description to my Twitter. Follow my Twitter, please. That's how I'm gonna change my life in 2025. I'm gonna focus on myself. I feel like a lot of people take advantage of when they say live in the present. I don't know, like I feel like people say live in the present and then they just disregard everything that they have to be doing, that they know they have to be doing, I should say, just because they're like, oh, I'm gonna live in the present, like fuck it. I'm gonna push this off until tomorrow, like you never get another today, which yeah, that's right. Like live in the present and enjoy the moment, but a lot of things that you question if you should be doing it or not are things that you know you should be doing, in my opinion. So I really want to change my life in 2025. And at 20 years old, you guys see it all online. Like it's doable. People do it at 20 years old. Like everybody's like, oh, you're 20. Like as I said earlier, live in the moment. Like you're 20, you're never going to be this old again. I just don't really care for that mindset. You're never going to be this old again. Like, yeah, okay. And I'm never going to be 23 again when I'm 23. I'm never going to be 25 again when I'm 25. But I also, how can I say this in like a way that'll make sense? I also could be in a different position that I'm in right now in a year from now or 2 years from now or 3 years or 10. I could be in a position where I'm more happy with where I'm at financially, or I could be more happy where I'm at with my relationships with people. I feel like I've always bet on myself with things that I've done, and you know, sometimes it's hard to do that. You know, a lot of the times it's hard to do that. You think moving across the country away from my family, you know, kind of not really with a certainty of what path I'm going to be taking was easy for me? Hell no. You think dropping out of college, not dropping out, but just not signing up for classes again was easy? No, hell no. It was really stressful, but I feel like I like doing things that kind of put some pressure on, because I told myself when I, you know, stopped taking classes in college that I literally have no other option than to do something with my life and like create something for myself. And I can proudly say I've been literally trying ever since I've stopped taking classes. I've never just been like sitting on my ass waiting for things to be handed for me. That just seems like the much better option than going to a university and either studying something that I don't want to be doing for the rest of my life, or, you know, doing what most people do when they go to university and just partying every single night, getting pissed drunk, wasting hundreds of thousands of dollars in student debt, getting out of college, and then basically having the realization of, oh shit, I just wasted 4 years. Like, I didn't want to do that. I'd rather bet on myself. So I really want to change my life in 2025, think deeply, and prove to myself that I made the right decision to bet on myself. I'm going to take life day by day while thinking long term, of course, but, you know, take life day by day, just making repetitive good actions that compound on top of each other. Even the littlest actions that you do that are, you know, doing the right thing that you know you should be doing, they'll compound on top of each other and they'll keep stacking and stacking and stacking. Same thing applies if you're doing things that you know you shouldn't be doing. You know, they'll keep compounding on top of each other and just keep getting more and more in the wrong direction than you should be going. So I just want to keep simply compounding in the right direction in 2025 and change my life for the better. So, okay, I think I'm yapping now. I've kind of been saying the same thing for a while, so that's gonna do it. Subscribe. We're gonna change our lives this year together, so subscribe. Hopefully I don't sound like this next podcast. Oh wait, no, I won't be sounding like this next podcast. I recorded a podcast with my dad when I was home before I was sick. Didn't sound like this, so it was fire. My dad has had quite the career in business, so just for a little preview, I guess, my dad, he was a pharmacist for a good amount of years, and then he switched to a marketing, social media, selling things type of career, business, whatever you want to call it. Wasn't really satisfied with that, realized he fell in love with marketing, and then he basically started learning skills, going to conferences, reading books, doing all the stuff I basically am talking about, and basically by doing all those things created a multiple six-figure business for himself. So we went over a lot of business stuff in that. My dad's a king. I'm excited for that to come out. It's a really, really good podcast, so stay tuned. But yeah, happy New Year's, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. Leave a like on the video, subscribe, leave topics down in the comments that you want me to cover, because I'm so down to just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I feel like in here is like what I will be responding to comments to more than like normal vlogs. I'm excited for what 2025 is going to bring for all of us, guys. Put your head down and freaking work. Change your life in 2025. You know, anything's possible, deadass. So that's going to do it for episode 2 of the podcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and yeah, cheers to 2025.
Catch some flights out LA just to see you. Set your way when I'm away, baby, me too.